So we're gonna start out with two 8 ounces of softened cream cheese, two scallions or three if you want a little bit more onion, some sesame seed oil. I just use about a tablespoon and a half. I don't really measure. Salt and pepper. And then I'm going to use the same with the fish oil, about a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons. Again, I don't measure what exactly the size should be or the amount is. I ended up putting just a little bit more so you could taste the flavor, but not too much more than that. As I said, you're going to add the salt and pepper. And here is the crab that I have. It was on sale at the store. You can get any kind of crab. I just don't recommend imitation crab. You'll add one whole egg. You can mix it beforehand and putting it in, or mix it all together at the end. Now, the shrimps that I add are optional. What I did is I cleaned the shrimp, chopped them up into bite-sized pieces, and just added them to the mix. If you don't want to use shrimps, you can just use another can of crab meat. Now it's time to mix. You can mix it by hand like you see me doing here, and this is so that I don't break up all of the crab meat that's in there. I want to mix it as gentle as possible. Or you can do it with a fork and just mix up the cream cheese first and then incorporate all of the other ingredients. I just did it by hand. It was easy and it took just a minute. Now that everything is incorporated, I wanted to show you the wonton wrappers that I got. It's what's in the refrigerated section at your store. Now I'm going to take this scoop. I learned later on as I started to do my wontons that the scoop was actually too big to grab the filling. It's probably best to just get a spoon or a fork, whichever you choose, and put the filling into the center of the wontons. As you can see, I'm laying them out here. I also learned during this process, because I haven't done it in a while, is you want to just do maybe 2 or 4 at a time because the wontons tend to dry out. Also, another tip, I used water because water, if you let it sit for a second, it makes it sticky on the surface, but egg wash or just an egg yolk works better if you put the egg wash on all 4 corners. Here you can see that the filling, it looks like it's enough, but it's actually too much. So I ended up taking some of the filling out of the wontons before I rolled them so that they weren't too stuffed. So let's roll these wontons. As you can see, I'm taking out some of the filling because, as I said, it was a little too much. So you're going to pinch all 4 corners until they meet. Pinch it just a little bit until those little air pockets close, because when you fry it, you don't want that filling to start to come out of those little air pockets. So you want to pinch those as close as you can. You're going to let this sit and air dry anyway before you fry them or freeze them. But you want those little air pockets you see here in the corners and in the middle, you want them completely closed as much as possible. And there you have it. Let's do this one more time. So as you can see, there's water around all 4 edges. I'm going to squeeze the edges up, starting from one side to go over to the other side until you get this like kind of odd shape X. And you're going to close out all 4 corners so that your filling doesn't go out, and some of it cooks and some of it doesn't. Alright, and you want to pinch those edges, and there you have it. This is another dumpling. Now I'm going to show you the way they do it in the restaurant when you get it delivered to your home. As you'll see that I'm putting more water on the edges. As I said, you can use an egg yolk as well. Now I have had too much filling in this, so I'm going to take out the excess filling so that it doesn't squish out on the sides. You just want to fold it up like a triangle or a taco shell, so to speak. Again, if you have more filling, just take it out. You're going to pinch both of the sides, and you're just pushing it until it's compressed and closed. And there you have it. You fry it just like you would the other sides. And here are both together. You can make them either way. There's another way you can make them as well, but they're pretty much all the same. I would give you a tip as far as letting them air dry for about 5 minutes so that they just don't fall apart when you put them into the fryer. And you can use any kind of oil you choose. However, if you're going to freeze them, I would say put them on a baking sheet and let them freeze for about 20 minutes in the freezer, and then you can pack them in an airtight Ziploc bag. So hey guys, this is the end of the video. This is your finished product. You can freeze these as I said, which is what I did with these until I had a taste to actually cook them. You can serve them with whatever kind of sweet and sour sauce, so you can make them from scratch. But that's it, and it's really, really simple. It took me about 30 minutes to complete the entire process. Thanks for watching.